to the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, December 22nd, 2016. Good morning, everybody. It's 8:20 on this December 22nd, 2016 on a Thursday. It's 8:20 a.m. It's 30 degrees here. Not today's I'll be 43 here on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:23. At 8:20 here. Top story is Kellyanne Conway will serve as President-elect Donald Trump's campaign manager and he has been a senior advisor to transition chief will serve as the counsel to the president of the cabinet administration. Berlin police in Germany and across Europe intensified a manhunt on Thursday for the prime suspect in this week's Berlin Christmas market attack as Europe has faced the prospect of a holiday season with a violent enough to nation still at large. Europe folded self-driving cars from California was up to state regulators moved to revoke their restorations, officials said. Growing features eased on Thursday under pressure from the surprise build-up of the U.S. crude stockpiles last week counted in the already massive global inventory. A cybersecurity firm has uncovered a strong proof of the tie between the group that hacked the Democratic National Committee and Russia's military intelligence arm, primary agency between the Kremlin's interference in the 2016 election. Health exchange and Roman Trump even as GOP pledges repeal. As about 6.4 million people have signed up for the health insurance next year under the Affordable Care Act. Vladimir Putin and the nation leads lurked into the background of the 2016 campaign for months and months, perhaps even as shaping as that kind of the race. The U.S. Army's commander in Europe has accused Russia of using its military campaign as serious a live-fire training opportunity. Beijing, China warned on Thursday that the times when the U.S. will likely see new communications as the only way to maintain a stable relationship by respecting each other's core interests. Given the political uproar surrounding the Donald Trump choice and ambassador to Israel, you can be forgiven for overlooking the event's largest significance as this happened a moment in American Jewish history. A male juvenile has been charged in connection with a fatal pedestrian crash that occurred on November 23rd. The Newburyport police said in a statement. A J.C. Petty shopper in Louisville, Connecticut, went out expelled later in racist area against two Latina customers earlier this week until would go back more to be allowed and read that was caught on video. When the historic black church in Greenville, Mississippi first burned last month, the many include the city mayor speculated that the intentionally lit fire was a hate crime. Berlin, the Berlin Christmas market where a suspected Islamic extremist killed about 12 people reopened with a addition to the concrete barriers and prevented a repeat attack. Moscow, where was the UN ambassador of Italy, Turkey that said Moscow, Iran and Turkey believe that Saudi Arabia should join the effort to resolve the Syrian civil war. Tokyo, the Japanese parliament is prepared to consider a 5th increase in the military budget in the last 5 years out. Testament of growing threats nearby. In New York, Donald Trump's transition team said that the president-elect had picked out campaign manager Kellyanne Conway to serve as the president. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, all 7 of Louisiana state troopers will receive body cameras during the course of 2017 that never did become more transparent and open to where residents there. Grand Rapids, Michigan, former Michigan State USA gymnastics doctor who accused of committing dozens of acts of child and sexual abuse without not bonded. Hear it on Wednesday. Massachusetts voters decided to legalize recreational marijuana. It doesn't provide for the retail sale marijuana for the last year, but it appears to have already spotted growth industry. A number of retail shops that provide indoor garden equipment and fertilizers is planned to the horticulture. Hobbyists that is up to the dollar know that a week to the marijuana cultivators today they are moved since pot became illegal but it's that grow on December 15th. The law permits people over 21 to legally possess up to 1 ounce of marijuana in an area. President to keep up to 10 ounces of marijuana also permits individuals to raise up as 6 marijuana plants for the personal use but a limit at 12 per household. Brad Conley, manager of Sandro store, Route 1 of South City, expected to purchase explode for the first year when more than the considered growth on marijuana is started to commit. Ralph Adverse Senior Adam Bertha is just about done with each of his application calls for, but can generally hear the application to look forward to. Adam Bertha last week building at New England Sports Village is fully powered up after a permanent connection with made the national grid out where they built a spectrum available to said. Adam Bertha acquired problems with crude wood and even a little visitor about just on at Providence City Council, the man parked the lease a year on Beagle Club Road, a main accident in the reservoir. London, souvenir being government bonds yield growth on Thursday as in town leader Monte de Paschi to Siena, appeared ahead of our state. Providence, Spotlight in the region's struggling banking sector. Friday Corporation earnings fell below estimates the latest quarter as promising reimbursement of rate pressures at a generic drug struck that the top line and expected to decline. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is the state speaker on TV at the 4S. China 16 at Trumponomics steps in investors back to equities. Paris Frontier Committee total center was building up that prospects in South America, a partnership that given it access to some of Brazil's biggest oil fields. Evan and Alberta, a real change to means that consumers in Alberta can have more flexibility when it comes to generating their own form of green electricity, the government said. Houston and subsidiary oil field service company Schlumberger said it lends the contract to help manage operations in the U.S. waters in the Gulf of Mexico. Austin, Texas number one oil producer in the United States reported crude oil production is slightly lower than previous month based on preliminary data. Okay, take a look at the stocks this morning here to the Dow. Down 32.66 points at 99.186. S&P 500 down 5.58 points at 2,265.18. And Nasdaq down 12.51 points at 5,471.43. Italian name the counter. Campaign flagrant. Butterfields is up to 7.5. Wow. Confidence collapse at the domination market for more than Magna. Finally weaving blue. 1 year ago, tech entrepreneur Elon Musk and rocket company SpaceX pulled out an incredible feat of space flight history. That's when, on December 21st, 2015, that SpaceX launched a Falcon 9 rocket drop to satellite space and then landed. The cruise ship Crystal Serenity had a cruise line. Nobel Alaska in August before the dog voted for the Northwest Passage. A reality president image for the 2D technology member in a new 3D digital press Thomas Sentinel's mammogram in Wichita Falls, Texas. The Department of Defense Department, $8 million to establish a fire research and manufacturing institute of Manchester developed tissues and organs for injured American soldiers and for patients. A Novel New England chapter holds forms amid fears that it could be targeted by a Republican foes in Congress and Trump administration. No one knows whether it's baggy yet. Just a few tablespoons of crystalline powder seized back today, couple like a snow and partially melted and frozen again. Take a look at the New England Insular's report. 22 minutes ago, set against Massachusetts and Street. A head-on motor accident. Services responded. And a worker fire brought to Massachusetts 2 hours before you can fire Dr. Street. A letter for reporter smoke showed up with a one-story wood frame. In sports, last night, the North Lancers ice hockey team fell 7-2 to the Ashland Clockers in Framingham. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be in Florida to take out the Florida Panthers game time 7:30 p.m. while the Boston Celtics get a 7 o'clock start time against the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis. And the North Lancers boys basketball team will be looking for their first win of the season after 4 losses as they will be taking on Hoffman Hills at 6:30 p.m. at Norton High School. Coach Chris Sessions needs to suspend Grayson Allen. And New York Jets face Philadelphia Eagles Thursday Night Football. Peter Childusan is now 8:28 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Let's imitate when our glad transit experience motor delays and no bus service from backpaid at the South Medical Center today due to speeding restriction. Relying transit experience motor delays and southbound service of JFK Bus off Chrissy today, and somebody has a bus experience and motor delays in a disabled bus at on the commuter rail. Franklin train 704 630 from inbounds operating 5-10 minutes fiasco between Ruggles and substation due to a signal issue, and on the ferries day out. Look again. Okay, I was in Bowie's New England, named out of southbound tide, and it's backed up from Norwalk down to Stamford 95 from northbound side, backed up Greenwich to Stamford 84 eastbound side, backed up from West Harvard to downtown Harvard Connecticut, 91 to southbound side, backed up 84 Harvard Connecticut. 91 on the southbound side is back to the northbound stretch, 91 on the northbound side, back to 57 to 291 in Springfield, 495 southbound side is backed up from the Route 2 in Littleton all the way to 290 out in Barber to the Route 2 in the eastbound side. Littleton just had 485 out in Littleton. 7 Expressway on the northbound side. It is backed up from the Bridgeview Splitter to the Bass Back. 7 Expressway southbound side back to the Dorchester stretch. 93 southbound side back to 60 to Route 93 in downtown Boston here. 95 in downtown Boston and Route 1 on the southbound side. It is backed up just around the southbound side around the Chelsea and Charleston stretch. And Bass Back westbound side back to the Logan Airport down at South Boston. 93 at both ends is backed up from Manchester to New Hampshire. Every trip back is backed up on the Merrimack Stretch, Route 101 in Indian spots up at Route 125, Exeter down to Route 95. 93 is Suffolk from Concord all the way up to the Vermont border. Main Turnpike, stop outside. It is backed up from Cumberland, Maine, all the way at the Wells. Main Turnpike is not outside, back all the way down to Portland. 285, both ends back to Portland down to Freeport. Main Turnpike eastbound back to the Wilson Stretch. Spotted Turnpike, both ends backed up from Portsmouth all the way up to the Lebanon end. Interstate 91 is backed up all the way up to the Canadian border, and Interstate 89 stop go from Concord all the way up to Randolph, Vermont, and hit Biscuit on southbound side from Wilson, Vermont, and Interstate 89 on northbound side back to the St. Albans on Highgate due to the snow. Interstate 87 both ends back to Champlain, New York. 87 is stop go from Hammond Pond all the way down from Albany, New York. New York State 3 is backed up from Evanston down to Schenectady. Interstate 8 south eastbound on both ends is backed up from Worcester all the way down to Schenectady to the Thruway. And New York State 3 is backed up from Fountain and Kinjari. Peter Children's time is 8:30 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for a weather report here. And looking at radar and it shows snow showers from central western portions of Massachusetts up in the northern portions of Connecticut. And it's stretching up into Vermont, New Hampshire, western Maine from Kennebec up into Waterville, and stretching it up to Southern Quebec around Montreal and upstate New York, and northeastern Ontario and Albany and Atlanta still from Lake Placid all the way down from Poughkeepsie and the northwestern Jersey and the northeastern portions of Pennsylvania here. And some rain showers in coastal Connecticut here, and some sleet from Bridgeport all the way to North Connecticut, westerly Vermont. Okay. How's the weather outlook here? There'll be a low risk of the winter weather bars that maybe needed outside of here. Cumulative wet snow, but that is just for the highest rate along the east slopes of the temperatures in northern western hills. However, even in this region, temperatures are about to the precipitation may end up falling as all rain. Alright, 7-day forecast feels like this for today. Rain and snow showers likely before 1 p.m. Then just rain showers between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Then cloud skies gradually come and most stats come out 43 degrees. And comfort become 7.5 to 7 miles in the morning. Translation 6 little no discrimination expected tonight. Mostly could get about 29 degrees. Northwest about 69 miles on the side, 25 miles an hour for Friday. South got about 45 degrees. Southwest about Friday 8 miles an hour. Friday night it could get about 30 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles coming calm for Saturday. Rain being before 4 p.m. Either 45 degrees and south about 7 miles an hour. Translation 9%. So yeah. Podcast about 30 degrees for Christmas Day and Sunday. Sunday most skies about 44 about 26 degrees for Monday and Chester showers at 1 p.m. Ponte Sunday the most skies about 41 to about 35 degrees. Destination 35% for Tuesday. Ponte Sunday the mostly clear sky about 50 to about 26 degrees. For Wednesday, Sunday about 36 degrees. 30 in overcast in Taunton, 30 in overcast in Norton with humidity 94%, and it's 30 in Mansfield. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:20 a.m. It's December 22nd, 2016 on Thursday. Morning 9 p.m. Hope you have a good morning and good positive. Hope you all have a good day. Have a good day.